I'm so nervous, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Buddy, that's your fucking stepsister. See, I couldn't do this on Impulsive. I'd get fired immediately. For example, you believe we walked on the moon? Walks up to me, shows the number, deletes it, and goes, fuck her and fuck you, get in the car. And I was like, whoa! Episode 1 of something we don't know the name of. And I'm so nervous, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Hi, welcome back to the number 568,000 episode. Welcome. My name is George Janko. I am on Impulsive. Well, I was. Logan fired me, and we're no longer friends anymore. It kind of sucks. It was weird because we sorry to just get right into it, but if you guys notice, I wasn't on the last episode, and obviously the episodes moving forward. It was weird. I grew up with Logan, my best friend, still till this day, but it was weird. I walked in, it was like a seance. Mike was just, he had his books all in the shape of like the demon thing. You know, what is it called? The the thing where they sacrifice
pentagram.
Thank you. But it was all fifth vital, but it was stacked perfectly like that. And blood was dripping from the floor. And I was like, whose blood is this? Yeah. And it was from Logan. He cut his hand and he poured it in a cup and he's like, join me and Susan. Really and I'm weird. Like, whoa. Yeah. I'm not joining the Matrix, buddy. And they just got Andrew. I'm trying to stay alive. Yeah. No, obviously I'm still on Impulsive, guys. For any of you guys that are like, oh, their beef situation and now he's starting his own like lane. I decided to do this less than 20 hours ago. And the reason was this. We had a lot of content lined up for 2023. But then right before we shot it, I hated it. And I realized, I'm like, dude, this isn't me, bro. Like I wanna focus on things that I care about. And I got in a habit of, I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of who I am. And I feel like I'm not the only one who goes through this. I feel like in any career path you take, you are doing it to get your foot in the door. And then at what point do you stand up and start being who you are? And honestly, it helped push me in the direction to do my own thing while obviously being on the number 1 podcast in the world. This is never going to get to Impulsive levels. I'm doing this just to share more of my point of view without corrupting the flow of Impulsive. You know, there's some thoughts that I want to share with, if it's from my beliefs or just my point of view that necessarily might be monologue-ish or might be something that a certain core audience of Impulsive might want to hear. This is the extended George Janko version. I do want to introduce my co-host. This is Greg Lindsay, my first friend in Los Angeles. Yeah. We're going to get into all of this in a second and the reason why I chose you. But I thought I should do my due diligence into letting people know why I'm doing this. And to be honest, I went to Bradley Martin's opening for Raw, and he posted a flyer of George Janko showing up at the new location of Zoo. Thank you, Bradley, for even incorporating me in it. And bro, when I got there, it was the first time that I met the audience since Vine days, or since when I was doing YouTube videos on my own, where I would meet up, and it was different, bro. It was like the conversations that they were having with me really showed me that I might not be able to orchestrate or Keurig.
It's the thing you make coffee in.
I might not be able to have the podcast with millions of views on my own. And I'm going into this knowing this, but I do know that what I had with that audience in real life, it meant so much more than just to have millions of views. It was the first time in my life where I was in the industry and I felt like I was doing something right. And I want to hold on to that. There's a lot of things that I want to share when it comes to my belief system or again, my point of view that this is where I'm going to be doing it. So if you guys are along for the ride, I really appreciate you. I love you. And this is going to support me focusing on things that I want to do, like writing a movie, which we'll get into, which we have in production. And then most importantly, stand up and standing on 2 feet where I could be on a podcast and not feel guilty about my monologues or my point of views in any way. And I feel like it was just redundant, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that me, Logan, and Mike are in a perfect place. They're going to be doing their own projects, and I think it's time that I start doing my own. I was just very scared, and I don't want to live in fear this year. So other than that, welcome to my first podcast that has no name.
No name yet.
No name. or any direction yet. It's just
no direction.
Yeah, what a great co-host. Just like, anyway, so the reason I chose Greg to be my co-host, actually, let's jump into that. When I moved to LA, you good over there?
No, but I'm good.
Do you want to take a second?
Yeah, it could take a minute. I could take an hour. This is gonna just.
Bell,
keep
could you help
this.
him over here while I kind of introduce my co-host? Greg Lindsay is, dude, like an older brother, bro. Like he is somebody that I admire, that has helped me shape my views and help me stand my ground in a very tough industry that has a lot of voices and a lot of problems when you want to speak on your voices. And I met him. He was my manager at my apartmentplex. And the first time we met, I suckered you into being my best friend.
Yes. Yeah. You.
There's no way it takes two people to do this.
It's not going to work.
There's something with it.
Yeah. It's.
Just tighten it.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
If I have to get up on this first episode, I'm
not-
removing you as my co-host.
It does not work by tightening. Unfortunately, we've tried tightening.
I'm looking for a new co-host.
All right, we'll see how that. That sounds good.
So I suckered you into being my friend.
You did.
When I first moved to LA, I was freaking lonely, bro. Like I had nobody, like literally nobody in my life. And I was taking out the trash. And I was like, dude, I got to make a friend out here, bro. Like, this is bad. It was so bad that I don't know if you guys know what Ralph's is or Fry's. It's basically like a grocery store. I would pretend to go shopping just to mingle with people. I would be in the frozen section because I knew that's where teenagers went to get their pizzas. Like a stalker, bro. I used stalker mentality. I'm like, okay, which demographic, which aisle? Like, and I was like sitting there and, bro, like, people tend not to want to talk to you when you're by yourself at a grocery store. So I was like, I got to take a new route. And this guy right here would always come around the house around like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I found him one day enjoying Oreos. Yeah. And I realized like this fucking guy loves Oreos.
Yeah.
So he would do this thing with his keys. Do you have your keys with you?
I don't have them with me, no.
But 3 o'clock in the morning, after he just gets laid every night, chink, yeah, chink, and he'd just be walking through the hallway like Fonzie. And I'm like, dude, I gotta figure out a way to pretend like we're bumping in because he's my first victim of being a friend. And so I put, but I'm not kidding, bro. I don't even think you know this. That trash that I was taking out wasn't real trash. It was like shit that I just stuffed because I had no trash. And I was like, fuck, I got to pretend to throw trash out. So I stuffed shit in a bag and I came out and I was so nonchalant, pretending like I didn't even give a fuck about his presence. And I was like, oh, what's up, bro? And I like walked by and I opened up the trash, pretended to throw it in because it's my shit. I can't actually throw it away. And I looked at him and casually I just go, hey, dude, 3 o'clock in the morning, by the way. I go, yo, I'm about to go to Jack in the Box to get an Oreo milkshake. You want to come? Don't even look at him. And I just hear, Oreo shakes? And I go, yeah, you want to come? And he goes, sure, I'll fuck it, I'll come.
Yeah.
And that's how we became best friends.
Yeah. Whenever he would hear me walking down the hall, it doesn't matter if it's afternoon, evening, you would always find a reason. One time you would be like, hey man, open the door. Hey, I have some Oreos inside. You want to come have a couple cookies with me?
Oreos and nachos were the only things that
okay, yeah.
That would only help. So yeah, so the reason I wanted Greg on is because he shared with me a lot of wisdom, like an older brother, and we've relayed this type of stuff to people that I love, like I was about to say Andrew Tate. Just imagine he's the brains behind Andrew Tate. We had a conversation with an influencer. I'm not gonna mention his name out of respect because I haven't really talked to him about telling this story. But the real reason why I was like, damn, like I think Greg would be a perfect one. We were sitting there and we were talking about personal things, but things that I was going through and how we were dealing with it. The person was standing next to us and he just started sobbing. And he goes, dude, I've never in my life had anybody in my life talk to me like this or like encourage me or help me out in this type of manner. And when I'm seeing a grown man cry, because I was so blessed with like a family that I grew up with, and I picked the right people around me in my corner, I was like, man, I have to demonstrate this to the world. And this is Greg's first podcast. He's never really done a podcast, so he's gonna take a little bit to get into it. I know you are. I know you're not gonna.
Listener.
Yeah, long-time listener.
First-time caller. What that means.
Like I said, it's gonna take a bit to get into, but I promise you, put your money on him. I believe in him. I think he's going to be a perfect addition to this podcast.
Thanks.
And bro, and think about this. If it fails, if this podcast doesn't work, I could always blame you.
Always blame me.
So thank you for
Yes, I would blame me.
let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is, Greg, do you believe in the Matrix that everybody's talking about? Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
I know of Andrew Tate. I know of the Matrix.
I tweeted out, dude, do you believe in the Matrix? And it had 1.3 million people look at it.
Really?
It was like one of the most engaged things that I tweeted. And I was like, holy cow, these people are really looped into this whole like red pill, blue pill thing. And it honestly, it astonishes me. It blows me away. What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate?
Well, I don't really know him enough to, have a thought on him. I know he's extremely controversial.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard any of his things that he said?
No, I think that some people think he could be misogynistic.
Yeah.
I know other people think that he speaks the absolute truth, but because I never really listened to him that much, it's hard to have a full opinion on him for me because I kind of shy away from people. Okay,
so let me explain a little bit of Andrew to people that are like you, that are outside of the pocket, which is fucking. Did you say good looking? I was thinking old. You fuck. How do you not know about Andrew Tate?
I don't. I know. I should probably know more about him. But
put your mouth next to the mic when you're talking.
This mic, by the way, used to be up here just right now, so it's still. Look at it now.
Just hold it. Pull it out in your hand and hold it at this point.
It doesn't really work that way. Okay, whenever I talk,
Andrew Tate is a guy who's motivating men to be men, and me and my girlfriend actually go back and forth on this, and the pendulum that swings back and forth. I feel like men nowadays need an Andrew Tate. Now, I do know that he trolls a lot, and there's some shit that he says that is like, what the fuck? Why are you saying that? Especially towards women. So I do want to talk about that because I do feel like there's a lot of shit that he says that has a lot of weight to it. For example, I'm watching Aiden Ross. By the way, do you know who Aiden Ross is?
I do not.
Jesus Christ. I picked the best co-host. Aiden Ross is a streamer who is now transferring into the top G mentality. Andrew Tate is the top G. The mentality is men are going to be real fucking men. But his approach so far, besides shaving his head, because I think you don't need to shave your head to be a man.
No, I have too many curls.
Yeah, too many curls. You look like a chia pet.
Chia.
So I think that this is a good mentality. And the first thing he started talking about that I saw on my feed that I was like, wow, this is really cool. He quit pornography. Do you watch porn, Greg? And be honest, bro. If you're on a podcast, I want you to talk your real shit. Don't try to make yourself look pretty. Because this is the worst platform to do that on. We're going to get maximum 5,000 views on this video. So like, don't fucking...
That many? I really don't. And let me tell you why. If you ask me right now, who are the top porn people, I have absolutely no answer for you.
Got it.
I do not know. I do not know.
Push that thing up while holding it. Hold this and push it up. No. Look, hold, push up.
This?
Yep. There it is.
Okay. Maybe that's all I needed to do.
So now whenever it drops, you just hold it there. So do you watch porn, though? You didn't ask my question. Like, you don't need to know the stars. When I watched porn, by the way, I didn't know the fucking stars, dude. I went to the homepage. I skipped to where I wanted to watch.
Right.
And then I moved on. I didn't know the girl by the name.
I didn't realize there was a homepage for porn.
Where did you go?
I don't know. I just look up what.
Sorry, Greg's age. He downloaded it or watched it on like a paper. He put it up against the wall. There
was a cave painting I saw when I was younger.
Okay, so I never watched porn and was that like fucking into it where I was like, dude, I love Lana Rhoades or anybody. That's the only porn star I know is because she dated my friend.
I don't know her either.
She's like the number one or was the number one. Great gal. I think it's very toxic. So men, if you are actually thinking about quitting pornography, please, I would love for you to give me your ear for 2 seconds and hear this. Anything that I do in my life, I treat it like a stock or like a mustard seed, right? If it's going to grow, you got to be careful in which direction it grows. So for example, when you watch pornography at a young age, it's no big deal. It's actually pretty exciting. You don't get any girls, so you're at the house whacking it off. Honestly, really picture yourself by yourself in the dark, hunched over. You just don't even look great, buddy.
Give me a minute.
You look, don't picture.
I got it. Go ahead.
Anyway, so just from the off look of it and where it goes, it's not great. But the reason why I stopped watching pornography is because our brains actively pick up on what we watch on a regular basis. on a pattern schedule. So like, for example, if you want a monogamous relationship in the future, it's going to be really, really hard for you to have your own focus on one girl's desire. Because think about this. If this girl grows and she grows with you, throughout time, she's going to age. And there's going to be your own challenges with that. Now imagine if while she's growing up and while you're looking at your one true love, now you're on a porn site and you're looking at a redhead, you're looking at this type of girl, you're looking at this, all these like big butts, small butts, whatever the fuck. The variations is your mind's going to be hungry to want more. Because when you watch porn, you're not, you're not looking at the storyline, right? You're looking at the girl. And what usually people do is they look at the girl, find their position that they like, the girl that they like, and they move on throughout many different girls during one segment. So how could you be in a monogamous relationship for the rest of your life with one person if every day you're banking on, I could just get my nut online by myself? Like it's really, excuse me. It's not healthy to have a healthy relationship. And the reason why, babe, you don't have to like, this is not like a crazy, like you could make.
No, I know, but it gives you a shadow.
There's Tommy, that's my dog. I'm just trying to tell you guys where it's going to grow. So like if you're watering the plant of pornography, your addiction's going to grow. And then slowly but surely, you're going to have very hard times being with one woman. That is a fact. It's not going to, no one's going to be like, no, it's not that big of a deal. It's porn. You're in denial. If you are subscribed to this consistently and you're watching this all the time, it's going to feed into your heart. Now pin that. Also, I would like to like reverse because I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect, bro. I fell off the wagon so many times after I quit, especially when me and Bella are away from each other from a long time, bro. Like I'm a man. I have desires. I fell off. I recently, I want to say a month or two ago, I watched porn again for the first time. And bro, when you take 60 days off of porn and then go back to porn, you'll look at that shit and be like, what the fuck? Before it was like, no, I'm not kidding. Before it was like, oh, stepsister, no, don't touch me there. And then like the newest one that was like kind of like, oh, I'm stuck, please help me. But now it's like biological mother, biological grandmother. My mother met my mother on my grandmother. Like what happened here? How did we get to how are you guys desiring that? Like, do you know what I'm saying? When I grew up, it was hot to talk about your stepsister. It was like a weird thing.
Really?
Yeah. Jeez. Was it for you?
I never had a stepsister.
No, obviously, I don't have a stepsister. I'm just saying growing up, that was the thing. In fact, when I was in high school, I'll never forget this. I'm not going to mention their name out of respect, but a girl named I'm not gonna say the last name, but a girl named she just moved to our school, and bro, she was a baddie, bro. Like all of us were like, damn, and we're just man dapping each other up in the locker room. Who's going after? And we make jokes. We're gonna take her to fall. Like I don't fucking know. Like, we're just talking sex. I don't know. And so like we're doing our thing, and we come to realize she has a new stepbrother that goes to this school.
Was he also good looking?
He's stunning. He's stunning. No. Dude's good looking.
Really? Okay.
And he was the guy that got all the girls at our school. And so we made jokes. And dude, I'm watching this dude. It's going to his head about like how everybody's like, yo, your stepsister, bro, she's so hot. And dude, like you could tell by the way somebody answers, he's like, no. And he would look at us like that. And I'm like, buddy, that's your fucking stepsister. You know what I mean? And then I'll never forget this, bro. We were washing our hands in the bathroom and we're drying up. And I was like, bro, like, is it fuck with you a little bit that like your stepsister's hot? I just gotta know. I gotta know. Cause like genuinely, bro, if my dad's like, yo, your mom's a whore, we're done, we're breaking up. And then the next day he brings up this baddie with her daughter. I don't know her. You know what I mean? I never knew her. So in my mind, I gotta ask the guy. I go, so is it weird? And he looked at me and he goes, yeah, dude, the other day she was changing with the door open. And I was like, this is porn. I've seen this before. I've seen this scene. And I looked at him and I go, and he goes, she's fucking hot. And it was at that moment, bro, I was like, no, dude, you can't. There's no way you're going down this hill. You know how like when you trust, you know, like when you do something stupid as in high school, you trust one fucking dude.
Yes.
Bro.
He trusted you?
No, fuck no, bro. No, we weren't even that close. But he told one of his closest friends, this dude walked into the locker room just fucking jawing at it. And on top of that, it was so bad that the fucking coach heard. of PE class and brought him in and started talking to him about it and be like, you can't like, it's like a no, like you shouldn't do it. And he was like, no, I would never. And then like, bro, we found out they're like fucked.
Really?
Yeah, they had sex.
Okay.
And like everybody was like high-fiving him. Nobody was like, dude, that's gross. And I'm the only one sitting there being like, dog, that's your sister, bro. Like, that's your sister. But do you think that we got to that mentality why it's cool because of pornography? Because now I'm scared of people going and fucking their real moms. Because now it's cool on porn to be fucking your real mom. And so I'm scared the pornography is going to poison our youth and to go to sleep with our own mothers.
Was it true that the PE teacher asked him for her number?
No, what?
Okay.
I thought you said asked him.
No. I asked him for the number
I was like, hey,
of the stepsister. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that, but why don't you just give me her number? I'll talk to her. I'll have her come over after school and like a whole different thing. There's probably a big gym teacher porn thing also out there.
Oh, no, there is. I mean, dude, there's porn for everything, bro. Like every single thing. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that it started out with the Andrew Tate thing. I think that he's leading men into a good way. Listen, bro, like
is he for pornography or against pornography?
He's against it,
Okay.
bro. Listen, like back in the day when it first came out, it was cool, but we never really saw the damage that it could bring. Once you get, like, your imagination is freaking sick. So imagine if you're watching it, and now you can watch it with, like, virtually.
Yeah.
You could be at a virtual orgy, which, by the way, and not for nothing, do you remember the virtual reality room?
Oh yeah.
We went into this virtual room and it was sick. It was this big factory looking thing and it was empty, like just think of a warehouse, but it's empty. And they have cameras everywhere and you wear gear and you could go out and play one-on-one with like Call of Duty in real life, basically. They give you guns and it was just unbelievable and it was so real.
Yeah, it's like the whole terrain is in front of you. You see like buildings and walls and stuff.
And they tell you don't try to cheat and go through the walls because there might be a wall there.
Yeah.
Guess who tried to cheat and ran right into the wall? Milton. Milton was trying to cheat. And for those of you guys that don't know, Milton is Logan's boxing coach, and he's a little sneaky Cuban. Colombian? Puerto Rican. Wow, super off.
Wow. Latin.
He's just a saucy guy. He tried to cheat, and it's so funny because the cameras are always recording you, right? Because like it's showing you like through and bro, he's like looking around, and he tries to be sneaky, and he just boom right into the wall, busts his shit open.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So don't do porn or you'll run into a
Don't do virtual porn.
No, the reason I brought it up is because I told her, I was like, wow, this technology is awesome. By the way, the sun's going down super fast and we did a terrible job planning for this. Yeah, open it a little bit more. Thank you, babe. My girlfriend's the gaffer of the night. Anyways, so the first thing she said to me, I was like, wow, this technology is amazing. And she goes, just wait till we finish up the porn segment. And I go, dude, I'm not kidding. I laughed because I was like, ah, ha, ha. And she goes, no. Imagine. And she starts getting into it. This will be the VIP room. These women will be doing this. These girls will be coming from here and you could pick which avatar you want. And I'm like, there's no shot that she's this excited. But then, dude, I'm looking in the room. I'm not going to mention any names that were with me, except for Milton. But Milton wasn't actually in the room at that moment. But the guys are excited. They're like, oh, yeah, that sounds so cool. And I'm like, bro, how lonely are we getting in this world? How weird is it that the social media that gathers us, it's called social media, really does separate us. We're all trapped in a room and we don't want to do anything but create content. And we're being self-absorbed. I know that sounds stupid because I'm an influencer, but if you go check out my Instagram, I haven't posted in 6 months.
Yeah.
Or like a few months. I'm trying to find my own lane that it means something and that I'm actually contributing something that could help the world instead of it being self-absorbed about me. And so I'm like, this is the path that I'm trying to take and I'm tiptoeing and it's very hard. It's very, very hard. Hopefully you guys are liking the first episode. I will be honest. I'm terribly scared and nervous of my first episode. But I think that this year is it should be the year of like taking chances and risks. And nothing is certain, bro. Nothing is certain. Even the thing that you're banking on is not certain. Anything can be taken away from you at any time. So might as well try on the things that you love.
Yeah. How about death?
Don't try that.
Can it be taken away from me if I do?
Dude, people are gonna comment. This guy's bringing a lot to the table. Nah, I know exactly where you're at, bro. I know what it feels like to just jump on a podcast and be like, "What the fuck do I? Where do I even talk about? How do I talk about it?" But I put all of my money on you. You're gonna be like one of the best. People are gonna love him more than they love me. I guarantee it. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about getting girls, bro. Because I feel like Greg is. Shockingly as it looks, because he's not he's not 6'4", white, charming with blue eyes. Like, this guy gets more girls than I've ever met anybody on planet Earth. And I realize this is the first time I'm ever admitting it publicly, so it might fuck your whole game up.
Yeah, thanks.
Greg, you know what? I'll tell you this story. My dad didn't believe me. My dad's like, "What? This guy? What the fuck? Why is he? He's big dick? Big dick? Is that why he's fucking everybody?" I go, "I don't know, bro. He's just a suave dude. He knows how to talk." And he goes, "No, fucking bullshit." I go, "No, I swear. This is when we were next door neighbors." And I go, "Dude, why don't we invite him to dinner, and then you could get to know him, and then just pick up his charm." And he goes, Okay. Come. So we go outside, opens the door. I swear to God, bro. I'm not lying, bro. And I have witnesses to testify to this. Swedish model in heels comes to the door. Me and my dad look up at her. We're like, I just turned to my dad. My dad goes, "Wow, good ride." And I go, "Excuse me, is Greg home?" She goes, "Sweetheart." And Greg comes with his little bootsy boots. He's putting on his boots because he wears these same black boots that gives him like a little height advantage. And he comes up and he goes, "What's up, gang? What are we doing?" And I go, "Bro, we're inviting you guys to dinner. Why don't you?" And my dad's like, No, please bring her. Bring all of her. Come, we'll have dinner. And she goes, "Oh, I wish, but Gregory has to go to work." And that fucked me up for a second because I'm like, go to work. Well, he's a writer, so he writes at home. So what the fuck, where's he going? So I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, all right, I'll see you guys later. Like, maybe next time. I go back home. My mom's like, "Hey, we need some chips and salsa and drinks. Logan and Jake are coming. Don't embarrass us." I was like, okay. So we were on our way to CVS that's next to our house. As we're getting out, we see both of them pull out of the garage. And we're like, that makes sense. They just said they were leaving. Greg is staring at me, cracking up. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy laughing about? He gets to the corner, busts a U-turn, smiles, waves at us, goes home. This girl goes the other direction. I go, did he like try to get rid of her? So I'm like, oh my God, Dad, I think he tried to get rid of her. He's going to come to dinner with us. We get our stuff from CVS. As we're walking back, he's standing outside like this. And I'm like, "Yo, dude, you coming to dinner?" He goes, "Can't." Beautiful girl pulls out of an Uber. I go, no fucking chance. My dad looked at me and goes, "Man, he's paying these girls. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way." I go, "No, I'm telling you, the dude's suave." Girl kisses him. "Hey, you ready to go?" He goes, "I sure am." Looks at me and he just goes right upstairs. Mind you, we haven't established like a true friendship. So I'm just looking at this guy like. So my dad walks in the house. "You'll never believe," to my mom. "You'll never believe. Oh my God, the guy next door, man, he must have big dick. Like, there has to be something here." So my mom's like, "No way, Greg, the manager here, Greg." She's like, "What the fuck?" And so we're just sitting there. Now we're all having dinner. He texts me. "We still good to come by?" This is an hour and a half later. We're almost done with dinner. But my mom, being a Middle Eastern mom, she goes, "Of course. I already put his plate in the tinfoil. Have him come over." Dude pulls up with the third chick. A third chick. My dad looks at me. He goes, "That's gross. That's not even cool. That's gross." And I was like, "Yeah, that's you have some type of disease, bro. Like, get that shit fit. There's no fucking way." And he looked at me, starts laughing. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a sex addict." But I wanted to just kind of fill them in on my point of view of you and how you shaped me out to use not my height, because I don't have that advantage, and my charisma on how to get beautiful women, on just being charmful, like, you know what I mean? And I actually want to go to the first time you fucking put me through the ringer. Do you remember the first time that I hit on a girl in front of you?
Oh, was this at the pool party I brought you to?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You did everything wrong that you could possibly do. You went up to this girl.
Well, don't go right to it. I'll fill them in. We're at Best Buy. Greg knocks on my door. This is the first time he's ever invited me to do anything. He knocked on my door. He goes, "I gotta go return this at Best Buy. You want to come?" And dude, fireworks shot out of my ass. Because like, if anybody ever wanted to do anything with me, I was fucking excited as shit. So I grabbed him and I was like, "Absolutely, let's go." And he got me in his Jeep. And dude, you gotta remember, I've been in LA for a few months, like maybe 3 months, and I'm sitting passenger and he's driving me around, and I'm like, fuck, this is so cool, bro. Like, I get to see the city now. We go to Best Buy and I'm looking at, I'll never forget this. It means the biggest in my heart, bro. I'm looking at the Samsung watches, the wannabe Apple Watch versions. And And we just lost a brand deal from them. And so I'm looking at them, and I'm hunched over. I was looking at the navy blue one, and he just comes over in my ear. He goes, "Want to go to a party?" And I look at him, and I go, like now? You want to go? Should we go home and dress? He goes, "No, you're good." Suave, give me one of these. No, you're good. We get in the car. We get to this party, bro. I'm telling you, there's over 100 people outside trying to get in. And I'm like, this is so cool. Look at how many people I get to talk to while we're waiting to get into this party. And he goes, "Dude, we're not waiting inside here." And I go, "How the fuck are we going to get in?" He starts laughing, bro. We get in. The security guy and everybody, "Greg, how you doing? Come on, get in." I'm like, this guy's in the mafia. Like, this is crazy. So we get in, bro. I'm just this like this out of place dude in this like beautiful overlooking this is what, like a $30 million house. This house was incredible. You could see the ocean and the hills. Like it was like just the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen. And I'm sitting there, the sun's setting, and they bring out the tiki people, the people that are bringing the fires up. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm just at an awe. And then this girl walks right by me. Vanessa Hudgens. Bro. When I mean, I fucking shit my pants. She walked this back, and I could only wish I could go back in time, because I was like, and I walked up to her, and everybody's around her, but they're not acting like this is not the fucking main girl from High School Musical, right? They're like, "Oh yeah, how you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, they're missing out. They have no idea who the fuck this girl is. So then this other person comes up with I didn't want to ask for a picture, right? I didn't want to ask for a picture. Yeah. Because I was like, dude, I don't want to get kicked out. Greg invited me. I don't want to be rude. But I'm standing from very, 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 very close, observing very awkwardly, like, just like watching what the fuck. She's doing interviews with people. I don't know what the fuck this party was for and why she was there, but I was just sitting there just mesmerized. So somebody asked her for a picture, and I go, bet, bro, if she's going to get a picture, I'm getting a fucking picture. I got to post this on Facebook. And so, dude, I'm being honest. So I go up to her, and she was a sweetheart, bro. She was an absolute sweetheart. She goes, "Yeah, absolutely." I sat there, smiled. I couldn't even fucking talk, bro. I wanted to ask her what Zach was like. I wanted to know if they're making a new like High School Musical. Do they need an extra? Because at the time I was making money being an extra. Yeah. No, I wasn't. I wasn't yet, but I did want to be an extra. That's really funny. I wanted to be an extra, but I wasn't an extra yet.
Oh, wow.
Not at that time. But anyways, so I wanted to just be a part of the set. Like I wanted to be there, but I never got to have the balls to ask her about any of this shit. So finally I take my picture, and she walks away. I immediately group chat everybody and their mother. Just fucking look at this picture. Vanessa Hudgens. Now it's on Facebook already. We haven't even left the party yet. I just posted it up, threw one filter on it, and I said, "At the party, look who I'm hanging out with." That's it. Just a fucking like, and it was like one of those tags, like I was trying to be cash about it, right? Yeah. All the family started reposting it. It's hot. The picture has 26 likes. I'm like on top of the moon right now.
Jordan, already, he's made it in Hollywood.
Already. And dude, no, I'm getting congratulation texts like, "Bro, you're in it, bro. Now you just got a network." And I'm just like, I feel like I have the biggest fucking dick in the room. And I'm like, yo, this is sick. And then now I see this beautiful girl. She's standing in the middle of her friends. She's making her friends laugh. I'm going to go fucking take her number now. You know who the fuck I am? I just got a picture with Vanessa Hudgens. On Facebook, we look like we're friends. This is over with. You're coming home with me. I walked up to her. Greg's walking with me. He's laughing. He's having a good time. I go up to this girl. I lean in like I'm just like this suave motherfucker. I go, "Excuse me. Hi, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys, but I was looking from over there, and you look exactly like my friend from back home." And out of nowhere, Greg leans in and goes, "Yeah, what's his fucking name?" And I go, bro, I shit bricks. I look at him and I go, bro, I was so embarrassed. All of her girlfriends start dying of laughter, bro. And I immediately, I just put my head down and I just fucking walked away. I was here and now I'm here. I started out by saying, "Oh my God, you look like this beautiful girl I know back home." But I fucked up because my verbiage was like "my friend." So he took the time and opportunity to say, "What's his name?" And it fucking crushed me. So embarrassingly, I walked away. Now, Greg, I would like to pass the mic on to you. And I want you to express to my friends why this was a learning moment for me. And what did you teach me here? What was the curve?
What the lesson was at that time, this was before.
But 1 second.
Yeah.
So the tip of this right here, I want you to put it in your mouth.
Oh, boy.
So because this right here doesn't pick up your audio. It's just right here.
Oh, okay. Like this?
No, arch it more. Nope, other way. There's no fucking way.
What? I'm right here.
Wasting
I'm right
time,
into
bro.
the
Look
mic.
right here. This is right here or here.
It's right here.
But your mouth is right here.
I'm talking right
See
into
how
the
much
mic.
better that sounds?
Yeah, but I can't look at you then. Okay, fine. Listen, I'll tell everybody the story.
No, please go ahead.
Okay.
We'll just amplify your microphone later in post.
No, basically, George at the time, he's not who he is today, of course. Now, the George Janko you see now is a much different person than back then. Back then, George was very much hard on the sleeve in a different way.
Oh, I was hard, all right.
It was hard, not hard, but anyway. But yeah, he would go up to a girl and he would say, "Hey, I think you're pretty. I like you." Which, it sounds endearing and people like to think they want to hear that, but they don't. The pretty ones don't want to hear that. No, girls don't really want to hear that. So when you said to her, hey, you remind me of somebody from school, and I said, what's his name? She lost all the power that she had over you at the time, or she lost the power that she thought she had over you. And then we went away. What happened now? Do you remember what happened afterwards? What did you say to me when we walked away?
So I looked at him and I go, bro, why would you do that? Like, why would you, like, it was my first shot. Like, that was kind of mean. And he looked at me, he goes, you're doing it wrong, bro. You're putting her on a pedestal already. You don't even know her fucking name. Like, you're about to give her so much compliments. He goes, a pretty girl like that hears compliments 800,000 times a day.
Out of her looks, yes. You're just complimenting her on her looks. You know, you're a pretty girl. I like you. Can we go on a date? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what you were bringing to the table.
And this is the first time I heard it. He says, you need to be the party. And I go, what the fuck? What do you mean by that? He goes, you got to be fun. You know what I mean? You got to be enthusiastic to the point where, like, you're making her laugh so that when she walks away from you, she feels like, you know what? I feel happier when I'm around George or Greg. And you're not putting her under pressure. You're not asking her on a date. You're not doing what every single man out there every single day is doing. You're just putting her in a comfortable situation. And when you put a girl in a very comfortable situation and you don't put her on a pedestal, you just put her in a comfortable situation, she has the more of an ability to come to you later. So I looked at him and I go, yeah, that's fucking horseshit, dude. You just called this girl a dude. Like, no shot she's coming home with you or me. Like, this is not it. And he goes, dude, if I wanted to go and talk to her, I could fix everything and get her number right now. And I go, no, you can't. I will bet you $100. There's no shot. I go talk to her right now. The girl who's rolling her eyes at us, doesn't want to talk to us, doesn't want to look at us. Go talk to her. He goes, okay. Hands me his drink. I go, no fucking shot. Walks right up to this girl. And I'm sitting there from far away and I'm like, please slap him. Please slap him. I just want to see this. It's going to be hilarious. Starts out the conversation like this. From far away, this is what you see. This is going to be her and this is going to be Greg. Greg walks up and he's like, and then she's like this. Because, by the way, I can't hear any audio, so this is all I'm saying. She's like. And by the way, she's so much taller than him. She's like looking down at him like this. She's like, and then he just goes. And while she's typing in his phone, he looks at me like this. He goes, walks up to me, shows the number, deletes it, and goes, fuck her and fuck you. Get in the car. And I was like, whoa. And it was at that day he became my fucking sensei. And I was like, dog, are you fucking joking me? So once Greg gets comfortable on this podcast and he knows how to use the microphone, he's going to be sharing a lot of gold that he shared with me.
This is your doing. Look at this. Remember you had it like so
We'll
high?
get you a new one, bro. I promise.
Yeah, I know
you.
that.
Listen,
I know that.
like the beginners always have a fucking problem. In the seats.
I think you knew which microphone
and the microphones
stand was like this.
So yeah, this is a podcast where I'm going to be two brothers, one younger, one very much older, where we're going to be discussing current events that we went through and like expressing things through stories, because it comes off as an ego thing where we're talking about us, but we're just showing you why we made the decisions we made and painting you a very vivid painting. I'm actually very excited about this podcast. I feel like once we get the wheels going, we're gonna have some cool things. I actually even have some segments where Belle comes on and she talks about some current event. We could actually even do it right now if you'd like to do it.
Absolutely not. I do not want Belle.
You don't want to
anywhere near this.
Belle, could you come sit with me for
maybe right now? Yes.
Belle's gonna. Belle, come on. I want everybody to see Belle. Once we figure out a way where we could place more than two people on a podcast. This is the most awkward. Just come sit. Why did you drop your booklet over there?
I don't know, because...
Wait, come talk over here. Say hi.
Hi.
Dude, how beautiful is this girl?
Thanks.
She's stunning. And she's my best friend. And I actually would love to have an episode with just you on your thoughts because your point of view on life is beautiful. It's even more beautiful than your outside looks. And I think it's worth sharing. She's my best friend. Me and her, I feel like I could go, we go on road trips, 4 years of dating. We'll go to like 5-hour road trips and we won't even play a single tune or a podcast and we'll just discuss life. And we're just very excited to be with each other. What kind of topics did you bring today for the first episode of this episode?
Well.
Look how cool I look on this podcast.
It's so cool. So cool. Okay. So, I can't. So, I was going to bring up the fact that, have you guys listened to or heard about the new song that Miley Cyrus released called Flower?
No.
No?
I have not heard Flower yet.
No.
No.
Wow. Well.
You're talking to the mic, babe.
Is it like Wrecking Ball by any chance?
No. It's
Okay.
not so Miley Cyrus posted a new song. Probably everybody who's watching have already heard about it. But there's a bunch of like Easter eggs in the song and in the music video because kind of about her divorce, with Liam Hemsworth because they broke up. And so she kind of like outs a bunch of things from their breakup / like their relationship in this song. And people are like going, bazonkers over it.
That's why she's been texting me.
Okay, cool. So I don't know nothing about Miley Cyrus besides Hannah Montana. I'm going to be quite honest. The last thing I watched about her was her and Oliver were trying to disguise themselves, trying to get into a concert, not being Hannah and Hannah being Miley. That's the last thing.
That's not true.
No, I
She's
swear-
the
I swear.
real deal, though. She
No,
can really
I never
sing.
said she wasn't. I never said she wasn't.
She
She's an
does-
amazing person.
Yeah, she does a lot of collabs with people. She was on the New Year's Rockin' Eve with Dolly Parton, singing with Dolly Parton. She was great.
Well, I think that's her aunt.
I think it's her godmother.
I think that was her second year doing that too, the New Year's.
Liza Koshy was hosting it.
That's her aunt.
That was
No, but I think that's
was a
really
ball
cool
drop.
for Liza. So shout out Liza.
yeah.
Dude, Liza is like, if you think about Liza will come in and out of the industry like whenever the fuck she feels like it. I've never seen anybody just like come and go as they please and have such a fruitful like industry. And I pray it keeps going. Congrats.
Well, Liza is genuinely so funny. Like Liza could blink and I'll laugh. I could watch her do anything.
Yeah, she is funny.
It's hard to be somebody like that. But wait,
Oh, you wrote us a song.
I did. This is my song.
Bubba, I know you can't hear, but I want you to talk right here. So
I think I can hear her
Okay.
great over here.
Shut up, Greg.
Okay.
Is this how you're gonna have all your guests come on? Because I don't know if I'm comfortable with it.
Only the hot ones. The uggos go on that side. The really, really good looking ones go over here. Sorry, babe. It's work. You kiss little Dicky, okay? I think I could have a girl sitting by my lap.
I think they need a little context
different.
before by saying.
I know.
She go, oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I just met up with him in an alleyway, and
No. She's got. He's talking about the name. You're talking about the person. Sorry. Anyways, so no, babe, no girl will ever be this close to me ever, unless you cheated on me with a better looking guy. Okay, so
Just for the record, I will never
thank you.
allow her to cheat with me.
You look so cute folding your legs
I
over there.
do. I feel cute.
All right, what else do you have? I see
wanted
something here with a nuke.
you don't want to hear about the you don't want to hear about the Easter eggs that are in her song?
Yeah, I want to hear about this.
I'll give you a little bit of time on this because I feel
Okay.
like this might be something that people want to hear.
Can always edit it out.
First of all, she released the song on his birthday, January 13th.
Ooh,
Okay.
Capricorn.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Then she used, the song Bruno Mars, When I Was Your Man? Well, that's a song that like Liam has dedicated to her, and I think they danced to it either on their wedding or their engagement party or something like that. They danced to it. So the song is like musically quite similar to the tune of it, and then the lyrics are kind of flip-flopped. So she like says like, I can buy myself my own flowers, like I could da-da-da. You need to listen to it. Okay. Another one is she filmed the whole music video in the house where he brought like 14 girls to cheat on her with.
He fucked 14 girls.
This is what I saw
I'm gonna
online.
try to stop swearing. He fricked 14 girls
He fricked them
at the
all.
same time, or was it like sporadic?
He
No,
doesn't
I
have
think it was, like,
14
over time.
penises.
Take time out over there.
I'm gonna take a time out over here. Was it one day or just over a course of time?
I think it was over a course of time.
Oh,
This
okay,
is
so it
what I
wasn't like
saw
an
online.
orgy.
No.
I would have respected more if it was an orgy.
Interesting.
But and I think it's, I don't know if this is, fully true, but it just said online like 14 women. Anyways, she filmed a music video in the house where he.
Just imagine,
Oh, wow.
imagine a news source like us. Like, listen, guys, 14 girls. We don't know for sure, but it was 14 girls at this one house.
Wow.
It's what I got on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's no shot that you did your homework on TikTok.
no, there's a million YouTube videos and TikTok videos about this. This is huge.
This is huge.
She has all these little things, kind of like.
This is
bring
really
out
cool
about it.
so far about this stuff. This is really interesting.
You like it?
I do.
Okay, I have another one. She wore the suit that she wears in the music video is the suit that he wore to the Avengers premiere, where he told her to behave. You have to watch the interview.
Wait, why did he tell her to behave?
Because she's like being Miley, and he like forgot who he was dating or like married to. You know what I mean? And he was like,
What was she like climbing the walls,
No, she was just
punching
being-
kids? What do you mean behave? Like elaborate. What happened here? Why did
I
we
think
say-
she was just like.
Oh, was it
there's-
like a sexy like Austin Powers? Oh, behave.
She probably
darling.
was being kind of out there on his.
being
'cause
mad,
it,
like,
it was
the-
his premiere. So, when people are looking at you and your premiere, maybe she was upstaging him. Maybe she was
The girl had two identities at the age of 14. Of course.
Hannah and Montana.
No, it's Hannah and Miley.
Oh, okay.
Hannah Montana's the one person.
Oh, okay. I never seen it.
Okay, what's another Easter egg?
In the beginning lyrics, she talks about built a home and we watched it burn, and she's referring to their Malibu house that burned down.
Oh.
Anyways, whatever. Like, you guys haven't even heard the song, watched the music video.
I don't
but-
think I have to hear it now. I know all about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is very fulfilling. I really appreciate all of the Miley Cyrus information
Easter
that
eggs,
we got.
yeah, a lot of
that
Easter
you got
eggs.
from TikTok, from a 13-year-old girl dancing. to
No,
my room.
it's everywhere.
That's where we get our news sources. You guys go to Impulsive and hear the real news? I don't think so.
Oh, I have real news.
Okay, give us some real news. News.
Have you heard about the nuclear fusion?
A nuclear. I don't even like the first one. What are they fusing it with? Oh, you have it. You're gonna go grab it. Oh.
Oh.
Wait, one.
Do you like where?
Oh, dude, you just rolled.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a little dicky.
Okay, so. Well, wait, Greg, you've heard about the discovery, like the
Oh, wait, you heard of this?
Earth-breaking nuclear fusion progress they've made?
Oh,
Yes.
please take the mic. What do you have?
I don't know too much about it. I just know that it's a good step forward in potentially harnessing energy that we can, it would be easy to like use for cars or for electricity, for everything. Harnessing this energy, basically, it's like the sun. We almost figured out a way to like harness that to power everything.
They're trying to replicate like the sun's energy in order to get like unlimited, clean, pure energy where we wouldn't need to be burning fossil fuels or anything like that. It would be like strong enough to be able to power like full cities and your cars, but without the disaster that fossil fuels
I
create.
mean, the risk to the reward is a little much. If using nukes, what if like they are like, oh, let's light up the city?
No, it's actually.
Oh. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't
No.
think that's how it works.
It's a nuke. It's a nuke.
No, it's not a
No.
nuke, but they're using the technology they're using. I mean, they've been working on this for a long time.
All right, then they need to change the name. What are they clickbaiting their fucking material? Hey guys, you're gonna really like this invention. It's the nuke fusion. There's no
The
nukes.
atomic bomb fusion. Wait a minute.
It's the way that they fuse atoms in order to create the energy. So they're just trying to replicate the way, like they're trying to find a way, like how.
Do you have any other information on this?
Yeah, I have these clip notes.
Okay, good.
That was
talk
great.
To,
but
talk
you just-
talk
what
to
else
us
is
about
there?
it.
You gave us
Yeah.
pretty much the.
Talk to us about it. No pressure.
Can hear your
The
heart
first
beating.
episode.
Well, I mean, I've said.
Yeah, you just said basically
I've
what it is.
explained it.
She's
too.
harnessing. They're going to harness like the sun's energy to power everything. So yeah, it's huge.
I think they took what, like.
See, I couldn't do this on Impulsive. I'd get fired immediately.
But Greg, do you know what lasers? Didn't they take like a bunch of lasers to try and create? I don't know, but.
Okay, we're done with the segment with Belle. Love you,
I
babe.
thought it was great, Belle.
I was
And
freaking
you know what?
radiating heat
Now
of
I
the
will
sun
allow
on me
you
with.
to cheat on you.
What do you mean that was so difficult, babe? I said, come bring
I
some
thought you
cool
did.
information, and you brought me TikTok information, okay?
Greg knew about the nuclear fusion.
Yeah, you know what he said? I don't know about it. A little bit about
I had the key words in there. I had the sun. I had the energy. I had powering everything in the world. Did you know, what did you think about this person who just won the Mega Millions? One person, $1.3 billion.
When did this happen?
3 days ago?
No.
3 days ago.
How much did they walk away with?
Out of that, I think 700 million.
Where does that other money go?
Schools. Yeah, schools.
Do you think, bro? Do you think our government's actually corrupted, or do you think our government is like? Are you like a conspiracist? Do you believe in the craziness that people?
I used to believe in every single conspiracy, and then I realized that in itself was a conspiracy. And then I decided to not think everything was a conspiracy. Why are you making that look over there?
Just George's face.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I don't get it. What the fuck are you going on about?
Well, because
so there's no conspiracy that you don't like. For example, you believe we walked on the moon.
I believe we walked on the moon. I believe that somebody left in a ship that went through from this Earth globe, not a flat Earth, up to the moon.
I don't think so. I think we were trying to bankrupt Russia, and that's what actually happened. Leave a comment in the section below if you guys believe in what I believe in. I don't believe we went to the fucking moon, bro. Also,
Really?
why the fuck are we not there?
Well, we've been there. We're gonna go back again, but there was nothing we need there really anymore. What they wanted to do it. They brought stuff back. Even China.
There was nothing in Iraq, but we were going there.
China, I think, is going to go up there before us again.
It just becomes a politics.
Exactly.
I don't know anything about anything. Like they're like, dude, George is fucking right. Don't listen to me when it comes to politics. I know nothing.
No, but if you think about it, everything that you think of, you can say it's a conspiracy. Whatever it is, any single thing out there, you could say it's a conspiracy. I'll give you an example. Say anything to me. I'll tell you how it can be a conspiracy.
Oh, you just putting me on the spot. Now. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
We went on the moon. Bro, we didn't go on the fucking moon. Dude, do you have any idea the hard drives that they had to put all that stuff would fill in this Walgreens right next to it, the whole Walgreens? That's how much shit. And it went missing. This is the government, dog. How could they dig up what you spent in 2006, but they can't find their own fucking shit? Do you hear my girlfriend in the background?
I don't know what that meant.
That's my baby, bro.
That can mean anything.
Yeah,
it could mean, you're right, or my boyfriend's nuts. It could be anything,
Nah, she went, I want my boyfriend's nuts. Let's go.
These nuts? It's horrible.
Admit that's the only thing you know that's like relatable to the internet is these nuts.
Is that where it came from?
I kind of like that you don't know anything that happens on the internet.
I don't know. Listen, my knowledge goes from from the beginning of time until about, maybe like 15 years ago.
What happened 15 years ago? You just gave up?
I just gave up. I too much. I felt like I had like my brain. It could fill like a Walgreens parking lot of like hard drive information. I did nothing.
Would you be able to misplace that much fucking footage?
I don't remember anything in my life.
I want people to comment down like a really good conspiracy that I could get into, bro, because I fuck with conspiracies. I went down this rabbit hole with Disneyland. Oh, that took me on a whole different level. And like all these kids' cartoons, I was like, they're evil. Everybody here is evil. But I will admit, I do understand what you mean by that, because once I kind of get a little adultish and I look at it from a bird's eye view, I'm like, okay. It was probably just some artists that were like stupid and they were just fucking around and putting in some shit. But I don't know, bro. I know nothing. Also, do you believe that the world is flat or round?
It's round. It's almost not a perfect circle, but it's like a
teardrop?
Sphere. Not a teardrop. Well, it could be more of a teardrop.
Can I ask you something? Would you be blown away if NASA was like, actually, I know you guys thought it was round, but it wasn't?
Well, they've already proven that it's not. Anytime you leave the Earth, you can see. Any satellite can see that the Earth is.
When's the last time you left Earth, buddy? You're just trusting in the people. Did you ever see the guy who pressed the dude, Neil Armstrong? Or is that the guy who rode a bike? Which one is the one who went to the moon?
Neil Armstrong went to the moon. Lance Armstrong rode his bike.
Got it. Okay. The guy who went in there, go watch the videos of them pressing him about it. He's like, oh, I can't answer this.
I actually had met Buzz Aldrin, who was on that same ship with him.
Who's the one that cheated and stepped out first, apparently? Do you know this? Do you know the story where like there was like they had to go in order? I heard this when they were faking their moon landing. That one of them skipped somebody in line and like jumped ahead. Did you hear about this? Oh, Buzz didn't tell you this? Your friend Buzz didn't inform you on this?
My buddy Buzz, I don't remember if he mentioned that. I know that there was something that dealt with somebody came out first. But maybe they had to put the ladder out. I have no idea.
You don't even know your information.
I don't remember.
It's a conspiracy, Greg.
It's not a conspiracy.
How is the flag waving in the wind that doesn't have wind or oxygen or gravity? Where's it going? How's it doing that, Greg? Tell me. I am a flat earther.
No, you're not.
I'm a flat earther.
No, you're not.
You're lucky I'm not steaming mad right now that you're trying to call me that I'm a round earther. I would storm the fuck off and keep walking until I fell off this earth. Okay, so back up.
What I've learned...
You get your knowledge from TikTok and you're judging me about my flat earther?
It's not a music video.
I don't like how you're yelling.
This is what I've learned about conspiracists. Anyone who's into a lot of conspiracies, they become into everything that you can think of. And most conspiracists do not believe it's a flat. Anyone who believes the Earth, the moon landing, won't believe that it's a round Earth.
No, I believe that this earth is round. I do believe it. I will say that. But I'm going to be honest, bro. If like in 20, 30 years go by and they're like, actually, we had to not let you guys know. Because of this, to me, it's not that far-fetched, bro. Like, our governments have been lying to protect us or lying to do something. I'm not saying I'm a flat earther, dude. I would never be a flat earther. Right. I don't know what the fucking earth looks like. But I also am not somebody who listens to somebody and goes, that's 100% certainty. Like, I like to experience it for myself. For example... Biblically, there's a lot of people that follow Jesus, but I follow him in a kind of slightly different way because I see it in a different approach. So, but my thing is like, I kind of want to walk or visualize it or hear it or feel it or somewhat feel the sensation. So like for me to like, okay, question. Would you be able to put your mother's life on the line that the earth is round?
Yeah.
You don't love your mother, bro.
No, because remember,
you
also,
don't fucking love your mother, bro.
The sun itself kind of
shows
you that.
I hope your mother watches this. You're basing your mother's life.
Hey, she had a good run. No, I'm joking.
Reed, would you be able to base your mother's life on if the world was round or flat? Like somebody's like 100%. Gun to head, like, yo, you better hope. Swear to God, yeah. You put your money on it? I don't know. I love my mommy too much to do that.
It's not about love of the mother. It's about seeing empirically the fact that sun rises in the east.
You use the word empirically like it is the way you're using it, and it's not because you didn't actually see that the world was round.
I see the sun rising in the east and setting. I see things that go like this, like the sun and the moon, how it goes, it shifts. It doesn't end and then come back around.
Okay, I got to say something. Hold on.
Yeah.
I watched this guy on TikTok. Fuck. Buried myself
Again
with that
with
one.
TikTok.
I buried myself with that one. I saw this guy on TikTok and he posted some shit and it fucking made me feel so uncomfortable. He asked an AI, what does the human race look like in the future? And like, what is the order of it? And it shows us from like being animals, which I don't believe in, and progressing into being the humans that we are today. But the progression is that we become a bunch of wires and become AI and like straight up technology. We start with the Neuralink that's like Elon Musk trying to do, and then slowly but surely we'll be losing ourselves more to electricity. We'll become more of a robot. Do you believe that this is a possible scenario? Where like, think about it, in the future, if you want to learn how to play the piano like that, okay, now you want to go run to Arizona on some freaking crazy electronic legs, done. Like, oh, you have cancer, we got to get rid of your arm, we'll fill it in with a robotic one. Think about it. Their sales pitches, do you have problems opening up pickle jars? No more. And it's just, you're a robot now.
Well, can I answer some of that?
Yeah, please.
All right. So I know that there will be like a merging of some bionics with humans, like, for example, body parts, you know what I'm saying? So I get that future. But as far as replacing humans with robots, no, because we have consciousness, and they don't have consciousness.
No, I mean, right now they don't have consciousness, but consciousness is like, yeah, I guess you're right. It's like a faith-driven thing, but usually humans use logic from past experiences. So like a computer wouldn't even really need that. I'm scared of the direction that we're going in today's age. Let me give you an example. All the AI stuff that everybody's raving about, everybody's excited about, breaks my heart because the people that are excited about this are about to go into unemployment because it's going to wipe you out. Think about it. They have an AI now that can defend you in court and knows all the legal boundaries. Okay. Now we're going to have doctors like monitoring you as an AI and be like, this is what you need, because it's going to be more collateral because we don't want a human to misdiagnose you. Okay. And then think about not even doctors or attorneys or any of that. Think about the people that are just packaging your Amazon gifts. We're going to have drones drop it off at your door. We're going to have machines package it up. Where the fuck are these people going? Is everybody going to be influencers?
Yes.
No, I'm being serious. Is everybody going to be an influencer? Is everybody going to be trying to do this? Like,
Yeah, well, with the help of Chat GBT,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
people can do. That's what. Remember, they stopped it in schools right now, where they're telling kids they have to take tests in the class and not write papers at home now because they're using the Chat GBT to write it. And yeah, you could do anything on Chat GBT, which I think is kind of cool in some ways. But I guess it could be scary. But I think it's. I love technology as long as we use it
this
for
stopped
the good.
recording.
Did it really?
Yeah, like 40 minutes ago.
How do you know that?
I'm just messing with you.
I thought so. You loved. Remember, you're always the boy that cried wolf.
I got you.
You got us.
You fucking, he shit bricks, she shit bricks.
Literally didn't even drop a beat 5 times a day.
Babe, can I have a napkin? I'm drooling over here. Yeah, no, I'm scared. I actually want people to comment down below. Also, I'm really excited about the comment section in this thing because I do want to like tap into that. I want to read from people's comments and join the audience on our journey.
Yeah.
But no, I'm actually quite nervous because the working class gets excited. Let me give you an example. I was at an airport. And the interactions that I get with a waiter or a waitress is beautiful, bro. Like we get their knowledge, we get their time, we get their efforts. I love. Sometimes, obviously, you get a shitty waiter. I mean, that happens for sure. But like that one time that you get like a really good one, we just recently got a really good one at Islands.
It was great.
Yeah,
He was great.
he was amazing, telling us the best jokes. Do you remember the jokes he told us?
The jokes or the things how he was making fun of us?
Well, he was roasting us and killing it, bro.
Yeah.
Greg said a cheesy joke. And he goes, "Do you want cheese on your burger?" And then Greg's like, "Oh no." He goes, "Yeah, because that last one was too cheesy, huh?" And like I was like, "Oh damn, bro, you're coming after our cheesy game. That's all we got." And so
It was the fifth grader.
we got to be careful because we get sidetracked so quick.
Yeah, it was the fifth grade story that the fifth grader told him. The fifth grader.
Regardless, we had a great waiter, and that experience with another human being. Sorry, I just almost threw up in my mouth.
Was that from you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know my voice, my like I have like this congestion or like bubbles that goes up and it goes like all the time. And I used to be so insecure about it. And then when me and Belle used to like cuddle, she did it well. Did it well. You did it
well?
great. You did a great job doing it. But she did it too. And I was like, look at us.
Oh.
Anyways,
Love.
So the what I was going
Gastrointestinal problems.
leaky gut syndrome. The problem is I went to the airport and there was just a bunch of iPads. And I'm like, no fucking way, bro. So people are just tapping it. By the way, gross. They're tapping an iPad. Not that that's not gross, but there's like food and sauce and like, yeah, I don't want to touch this, bro.
Fecal matter.
And so like there's an iPad and the dude comes out. But the thing is like, bro, we have no interaction. What if I want some extra sauce and I want this or I want that? Like they can't a computer can't like understand. I mean, obviously you could get to a point where it does. But what I'm saying is like, what happened to the mother that has no father in the house and she needs to work as a waitress to provide for her kids? Like we're taking her job away, bro. We're taking the jobs away from the people that need it the most.
I think that yeah, it's true in a lot of ways because if we go into a bank, you can choose to go right to the teller or you can go to an ATM.
Yes, dude, it pisses me off when I see an employee go, "No, I gotta go over there," and I go, "Bro, you're pointing me out over there, but you're like one day,
but
you're not gonna have a job.
But think about this:
Like you're not gonna have a job."
As much as this has been happening over the years, like the computers have been taken over, quote unquote. We humans, sentient beings, we keep finding ways to work or to it. Now, I mean, think about it. Everybody now has a microphone. You know what I'm saying? People are making money from home that they weren't doing before. They're finding ways to make money.
I'm talking about the masses, bro. Not like Patricia raising 3 kids is not going to be jumping on a podcast to describe how she has no money feeding her kids. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's made to entertain. Thank God I made it in the entertainment field because I truly cannot do anything else besides speak and entertain to you. That is my field, and I'm by the way, I feel like I'm very good at it. But even there's people that are extremely better than me, extremely more talented than me.
I have a list right here.
Extremely more dedicated and deserving for the light that I have, but I have it. Do you get what I'm saying? And
Yes.
they don't.
True.
So it's a very cutthroat already.
Most
so
don't know
imagine
that,
when
though.
millions of more. Let me give you an example. Belle is in LA and she's auditioning, but now all the auditions are on self-tapes at home because now the casting directors got lazy as fuck and they don't even want to go into the office now. So they're just like, here, send in your tapes and we'll watch them from our comfortable home. Okay, now this opened up the more of an opportunity for people from Texas, Connecticut, anywhere they could audition now. So now the millions of people that sacrificed their life to come out here now just got exposed to more of an audience to compete against. But my thing is, bro, I'm watching everybody trying to like shovel into one door. And don't get me wrong, I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and I should be monopolizing this experience. I could be figuring out a way to make money from these people coming here, making a program, doing whatever the fuck I need to do to like make the money. I'm just worried because I know it's going down a path I see the end, and the end is the end for a lot of people, including maybe me. Right now, I'm blessed, and I'm in a very, very good, healthy direction. But at any time, it could be ripped away from me. And now, I can't even go be a fucking waiter. I can't go bust tables. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I might just sound like a hypochondriac and like panicking, and I don't mean to do that. But this is my podcast, so fuck you. I'll say whatever I want.
I will also add that Shauna Del Rica, no matter how much competition she has, is such an amazing actress. She'll beat them all.
You
anyway.
promised you wouldn't try to sleep with her. Literally 30 minutes ago. And now you're over here trying to hit on her.
I did. I'm sorry. Well, you know,
You know, one time I was on Bradley Martin's podcast, and as a joke, I go, you know, my girlfriend's sleeping with us. Steve will do it. And I like kept it in like a very serious note. And bro, tell me why Bradley posted on his clip and cut the end of me being like, I'm just kidding. I go, bro, and all the comments are like, damn, what a bitch. You just left him for Steve will do it. And I added to the fire and I commented, Steve better not do it. Like I just, like I was adding to it. But yeah, I just wanted to say, sorry, Belle, I have no line when it comes to humor. She just flicked me off.
and then she gave you a kiss.
How are we doing? I feel like we got the ball kind of greased up.
I could do this for hours.
Well, good, buddy, because we might be getting into it. I'm so excited for this now. Like I was way more nervous before. I mean, I'm still nervous now, but I feel like this is cool. And like I said, it's not for everybody. It's just gonna be for like people that want to tune into this. And I appreciate you guys that are listening. And God willing, it's amazing and it grows fruitful. And if that doesn't work out, I'm still on Impulsive. So
Yeah. Most importantly.
I think this was a good first episode. I think we should wrap up here before people start finding out that we're not good at this.
And before the sun goes completely down.
Bro, we never fucking shot the thumbnail, bro. The thumbnail. I said, let's get the thumbnail before it gets too dark.
I heard him say
I
that.
literally talked to you.
It was to you.
It was directly to
It
you.
was
I
right
said,
at
read,
you.
let's make sure. And
I think you were on the computer. You were
all
like,
right, guys. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, please. This is our first episode. Fuck, I'm so sorry. Also, comment down a good name for the show. And then also comment down if we should even do the show. Like, I want you to comment no if you don't feel like it. Stick to trying to be a comedian. Then I'll do that. But I'd like to be wannabes, other things too.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to you guys to find a title for it. What?
Greg, ladies and gentlemen. You want to say anything before we head out? This is our first sign out. Is there anything at all?
No, I'm just happy to be a part of this. I think this is going to be fun. I think people will enjoy you. Hopefully they'll enjoy me as well with you. I think you and I together will have fun, and I think they're going to enjoy it also. I'm going to give this hand for that.
That was... I hate him so much.
Well, I could do this hand and my mic goes down. And then I get this.
Dude, my butt's so itchy. It's hot. All right, love you guys. I will see you next time, and goodbye.
Peace.
No, that's Logan's thing. Don't say peace.
Oh, goodbye.
Nice. Amazing.